Oh,
Hey, what's up, man? Bro, I think you may have to
holy
like.
shit. Yep.
I think you may have to like find me again on call because I think because of what happened I had to reload it and shit, and I think it deleted anything that I had on there before.
Hold on one sec.
But I'll just send you a screenshot whenever you get a time.
Hold on. Man, I had some update and all my fucking all my audio shit's completely fucked up.
Oh, I hear you pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's just the way it's played back through my system. It's not going to my software, or the software's not going to my hardware.
Oh shit.
So I don't have any. Hold on a second.
Well, just check. I can check the stream and see if you sound good at least.
I'm kind of grinding this golf game right now, so I'm probably gonna play call.
No, that's cool. I'm gonna send you the screenshot though, and you could just send me an invite whenever you get a chance. Because I am trying to keep it updated for whenever we do get on.
Keep talking.
Yeah, you hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, I have to do the volume with like a slider. Keep talking.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
That's pretty good.
All right. Let me go ahead and get a screenshot of this at least.
Yeah, I'm kind of like.
Go ahead.
I said I'm kind of fried on the sweaty first-person shooter bullshit.
Oh no.
It's too intense for me, man.
I mean, you were playing like the least intense, version of that game though. You weren't like really tangling with anybody.
Yeah, I still don't like it though. I go through phases. I get tired of, like, I'll be a beat 'em up guy for a while, then I get bored with that shit. Then I'll play fight games, then I get bored with that shit.
Yeah. Speaking of which, man, CVS 2's coming out in May.
Oh yeah.
On the Switch.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fuck with Nintendo till the new Switch comes out.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm definitely getting that one. My kid's gonna get one. Which means I'm getting one. Yo. His birthdays are on April, so I'm assuming in a couple more months they'll be dropping it or some shit. Have you heard anything?
Nah. I'm kind of like I'm in this loop where I'm watching people shit on Snow White right now because it's the funniest thing to me.
Dude, yeah, man, like, what is it with these people, dude? Like, they come out, first of all, they start, like, lashing out on everybody, and then they expect you, like, to, like, go kiss their butt and go watch the movie.
Yeah, it's like, screaming about you being a bigot, so you're like, alright, I won't go see your movie, and they're like, you need to go see my movie, bigot.
Well, let me see if I get this thing working. Shit. Come on, Nintendo. I finally like got a decent speed with my shit, dude. I had it all hooked up. There it is. Okay. Alright, man. Yeah, dude, so like, I can't believe this chick, and then like she's like pro-Palestine with a freaking Israeli chick on her staff. Like, what the fuck, bro? She's just shitting.
What matters to me is her hairy ass back, dude. That's fucking disgusting.
the wolf lady.
Dude, what's up with that shit? You're gonna wear a backless dress on a red carpet event?
I don't think
with a hairy fucking back. I'd shave my back if I had to show my back. Like, I'm a fucking 50-year-old man.
I don't think she thought she was gonna get trolled to that degree.
You think somebody that young would know how the internet works?
No, man. See, they're in their little bubble where they, do their thing. Well, you know what, bro? I think obviously, they get the call to talk all this crazy shit for whatever they have to do to, their Diddy parties and whatnot to get where they want to go. Because don't tell me that chick. You know what I'm saying? Like.
No, she's just some retarded bitch. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
But the funniest part to me is because she's like, pro-Palestine, whatever, which I don't really care about either one of those things.
Yeah.
But the chick playing the queen was like, she's like Israeli.
Right.
She's actually Israeli.
She was freaking Israeli freaking forces and shit like that, dude. Like, she was putting
well, if you live there, you have to
special forces
serve
right?
2 years in the military.
Right, but
she was in the IDF.
Right.
She wasn't like a frontline soldier.
Right.
She was probably doing like propaganda photos and that kind of thing.
Right.
Because she's super hot.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Oh man, what a mess that whole thing was, right?
On the one end, I'm like, it's just pure comedy to me because I don't care about the culture war in that place.
Right.
So, that's just I don't have kids, and those are like dumb movies for like little, girl children. But I don't have a real strong opinion. But I think all the shit talk's funny. I do like shit talk. And right now, that's where the best shit talk is.
Yeah, man.
And talking about the what do you call it? Assassin's Creed with the black samurai dude. That's all hilarious. Too.
Oh, what? Man, dude. What has happened to... You know what, bro? Back in the day, Rainbow Six, we used to play the shit out of it, right? And... what happened, bro? What happened to Yubi?
It's that whole like ESG, BlackRock, social engineering shit.
I thought that shit's falling apart already, dude. Like,
it's falling apart, but the problem with video games, it takes like 7 years to make them.
Oh my goodness, bro.
All these shit projects have been in the works, and they just hit the market at the very worst possible time.
That makes sense, man, because the last Marvel movie was stank, bro.
Yeah, people are that whole fucking the preachy progressive political shit's not the thing right now. People are sick of that shit.
Yeah.
And now you have an environment where people aren't scared to say they're sick of that shit. So
yeah.
there's a whole thing going on right now. I don't know how it balances out, but
what do you think about the Elon getting firebombed?
They're paid.
I know they're paid stooges, bro.
The thing he's saying with all the Doge shit, like all this is funding all this, that, and the other, and that exact thing got funded to go like burn down his shit. And like anybody can see this shit.
But right. But the thing is, like, find the fucking link already, expose it, bro, because that's the only way this shit's gonna end. Otherwise, anybody freaking says anything against it, it's gonna get, Did you hear about what's going on with the Republican guys, the commentators getting freaking what do you call it? Raided? Like raiding, some people are calling it raids. Yeah, to their freaking
swatting.
Swatting, yeah.
Calling because SWAT, like they respond to that stuff, like breach and clear the door and all this shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to get people killed.
Yes, exactly, because if all those guys have guns and they hear some shit going down, what do you think is gonna happen, right? Obvious.
I'm coming out hot.
I shoot first and ask questions later, son.
Yeah, man. There would have to be a lot of like, I would have to be certain it was law enforcement to not do something crazy.
Right.
But I just thought it was some random asshole. They're done.
Right. That's crazy, bro. And did you hear about that one InfoWars guy that got freaking capped in front of his freaking house?
Yeah. They were coming for old Alex.
Yeah, dude. Man, poor Owen, dude. Like that one Owen Troyer guy. He kind of like sticks by that dude, and he's getting nothing but shit for it, dude. You know?
Yeah, I don't. I just see like clips of InfoWars stuff on Twitter. I know who some of those people are, but I don't like watch their programming or anything.
You know, bro, I'm glad, I'm just glad, they're still around, because obviously, man, it awoke in a lot of us, so.
Well, I like it. I like the clip size version of consuming it.
Yeah.
I can't listen to like 3 hours of that guy.
Like saying it's the end of the world.
Doing his shtick,
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I know they're always out. It's always good to have someone out there freaking calling it out, right? But as far as like listening to it for 3 hours a day, I don't know, man. I can't do it.
It's too much for me.
Yeah. There's so many emergency shows I could like check out. You know what I'm saying?
This channel's under attack.
Yeah. I've been practicing my cuck face, bro, so we can get those views.
There better not be a cuck face in this thumbnail if I can never come on again.
Oh shit. It's crazy, bro.
Man, EA Sports PGA Tour is excellent.
Oh, okay. Is that any multiplayer, or is that crossplay, or anything like that, or any shit like that?
It's EA. I would think so. It goes through their servers.
Okay.
I got it for like $7. It was on some crazy sale for one day.
Nice.
It's usually like a full-on $70 game.
Yeah, dude, they're doing that on Amazon right now with that shit called oh fuck this, bro. No, I gotta go back to no builds. No sir. So my cousin is, bro, like playing like sweaty ass like builds. So they just launch in the hottest place and then like try to fight their way out, which is, they're actually pretty good at it, bro. But you know my style, man, like chilling and freaking like stealth, then coming out at the end and getting the win. They're just like going through and just like getting like barely surviving. I don't know. I mean, hey, it I ain't gonna lie, it does make you a better player, but bro, it's rough. Let me see. I gotta get out of this one and get back to the.
You're playing it like a chicken shit heel.
That's right, bro. You know how we do.
Doing some Eddie Guerrero action. Son of a bitch. Man, I watched some. It was Harley Race and fucking Lariat. Stan Hansen.
Oh, nice.
Versus the Road Warriors, like right before the Road Warriors went to WWE. Man, that was a Donnybrook, son. Yeah, I watched some. You want to see a bunch of no selling?
Oh, I hear you. Okay, we're good. All right, just making sure we're getting the gold over here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Does it sound right?
Yeah, right. It sounds good, man. We sound good. So whatever's going on your side, it sounds good coming out of the deal.
Yeah, it's just like my monitoring over here is all fucked up.
Okay.
Big deal.
You a fan of T-Pain at all?
Fucking black dude?
Yeah. T-Pain, the rapper.
Really.
And
no, it's not really my thing.
So they have some freaking, like, this season they came out with some character named Big Dill, D-I-L. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, you know how they had that giant banana as they had now they have a giant pickle, and this guy's like a hood, it's like a hood rapper. you know. And supposedly like him and like T-Pain were like we got doing a thing together, and as soon as T-Pain like left the room, like Big Deal like stole all his shit and then started dissing him on it like with his own music. And then they had this like they had it all like scened out with like somebody in a suit. But it was well done, bro. Pretty entertaining as far as like their little stories and shit. But anyway, Stan Hansen, what happened with this?
No, it's just a slobber knocker, bunch of no selling going on.
Yeah.
Like Animal looks like he's about to pop. He's so big, like kind of late 80s anabolic puppy steroid big.
Nice, dude.
And Stan Hansen just like throwing 300-pound dudes around like it ain't nothing.
Was Hawk there, dude? Because Hawk never sells.
Yeah, neither one of them. Nobody sold for anybody.
Oh,
Hansen
awesome.
wasn't selling. Harley Race wasn't selling. It was just I don't know. Like Japanese style, like ended up outside the ring, going up and down the aisles and shit.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, you know.
That's why I can't get into modern wrestling, because that's the kind of shit I dig.
Speaking of modern wrestling, you hear that Cena's turned into a heel now, bro? Finally, after all these years.
Like that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, so he goes heel, but he's just dressed the same. He says you're not gonna get any like change out of me. And I was like, whatever, man. What's the point? Like,
I'm still gonna wear jorts.
Exactly, dude. But now he's rocking the jorts and the freaking bald spot in the back of his head. Too bad he can't wear the Peacemaker helmet, you know what I'm saying, in the ring.
Have you seen the meme where he's wearing the he has the Mao Zedong, like his face on Mao Zedong's head?
No.
Because they got like the same hairline and shit.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Memes are awesome.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, bro. So what you being like? So as far as like Rachel Zegler, like, speaking of, what the hell is she, bro? Like, she looks like a Mexican chick, but she's all like freaking like.
I think she's like Colombian or some shit.
Okay, that makes sense, man. Because like all the Nazis made it down to, you know, I guess like the bloodline of Nazism, it made it to her. Made it to her bloodline or whatever, right?
She's a hideous thing.
Yeah. So we had a thing at work, man, where we had a bunch of like Costa Ricans coming in, bro. But a lot of them had like German last names and shit, you know, from all the Nazis fleeing Europe, you know, during World War.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was unusual, you know.
That's like my favorite thing that liberals don't understand when dealing with Hispanic folk.
Yeah.
Is like y'all don't like each other.
Yeah.
They try to do this like y'all are one thing, the Latinx thing, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, let's spend some time where I grew up, because we had like 2 Puerto Rican kids in my junior high, and they got fucking no love.
Yeah, they
like the 85% Mexican junior high or whatever. I just think that was, I didn't, oh, and I remember the time I really came into focus when I worked in that pawn shop. We had a Jose working there with us.
Yeah.
And so anybody came in and didn't speak English, I'm like, hey, Jose, you know, handle that, because that's why we had him on there.
Yeah.
And one time he's like, he gave me some guff. I'm like, come on, man, those are your people. Go talk to them. And he got real pissed because they were El Salvadorian. And like, he was completely like enraged.
You can't tell
that statement.
Let me ask you this, bro. Like,
we can't tell the difference.
You can't tell the difference between a Mexican and El Salvadorian, bro.
Man, you gotta get down to the Hondurans before I can tell the difference between y'all. That's just how it is.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't think it's that bad as far as like nowadays. You know, everything's kind of chilled out. But yeah, I guess underlying there's some like negative shit still. You know? Honestly, I really haven't had to deal with it, bro. You know,
well, no one has to deal with it. That's the thing. These are just like words.
Right.
This, that, and the other.
Right.
I hear bad shit about white people constantly, bothers me not at all.
Well, yeah, that's that's the culture now, bro. You know, it never used to be like that. Which is weird, bro, because like
it's been that way for a while.
Yeah,
like 20 years.
Right, and then all the Hollywood people are like on board for that shit, even though they're all white, you know. And it's just like, you know, I mean, I guess you're getting paid enough, you're okay with it, you know. But that's sad, bro. You know, selling out your own race for that shit. Yeah, I mean, they sold out everything else, right? They sold out their,
it's
their
like
fruit booty.
It's like the whole satanic religious kind of structure of it. So
yeah.
You think by serving this evil thing, you know, whatever, it's like you'll get like a seat of like some sort of power or like upper class, like with the evil whatever, like hell or whatever you want to call it. But it's like you're just gonna end up being a slave like everybody else. You're just like don't see it or whatever.
Right.
And Matrix, all that shit.
Yeah. What'd you think about the did you see that Kubrick video I sent you? Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Man, like, yeah, I guess I never really saw the video of him just saying straight up, you know? I mean, you know, and then, like, of course, it's like a couple of months before he dies. Suspicious, right?
Yeah, it was during the editing of Eyes Wide Shut.
There you go, you know? And then that came out a couple months after his death, so.
All chopped up, like that's not the movie he was gonna release.
Right. I guess it was a...
That's why he's dead.
Yeah. It was like, I guess it was an extra way to just shut him up, you know? Like, alright, he's already talking about the moon landing. Let's just go ahead and shut him up. He's probably gonna say more. And I guess if he was alive, you know... He died during the editing, is that what you said?
No, he wasn't editing, but he got sick in the middle of the editing process.
Oh, okay.
It's like he had the film done, and it was just assembling it and then releasing it to the public or whatever. So
yeah,
he had no control over it after he died. So they put out a certain type of movie, but it's different than the movie. Whatever his movie was going to show, didn't. It was different somehow than the one we actually have all seen.
Damn, because
I'm not a big fan of the movie.
Right. Well, the one we saw was pretty raw too. You know, like there's a lot of cringy shit in there. You know, like
what are you talking about?
The Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, I saw it once. It wasn't something I ever wanted to watch again. I just didn't think it was a good Kubrick movie.
Yeah.
I realized there's a bunch of relevant symbolism and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't think the movie's entertaining.
Well, I guess for you, a good Kubrick movie, like. I feel like what they did to that Kubrick movie was the same thing they did to the Justice League movie that Zack Snyder put out. Because the first one that got put out was trash, dude. But the one that he actually did with all his shit was pretty awesome, bro. Like,
except they didn't kill him. You got to release his own version.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Kubrick got murked.
Well, his daughter died, you know, before, you know, during the filming of that. So I don't know what that was all about, you know?
Some kind of sick... I always assume it's some kind of sick garbage.
Yeah. Or maybe they killed her, like, I don't know, man. It's either her or your wife. I don't know how that goes, man. I don't want to know, you know, really.
No, you don't want that.
Speaking of which, man, what do you think about all these, like, these releases and quotations?
It's too much. I mean... I get little paraphrase versions of it.
Yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to get anything groundbreaking out of any of that shit.
Yeah.
Just because... I don't know, I guess some people would probably... Not accusable or whatever, like too powerful to start fucking with. Yeah. So I think you'll get like that kind of CIA level, like, yeah, it was the CIA, those sons of guns.
Right.
And you won't get to any higher level than that. I don't think. But we already knew the CIA involvement. So.
Right, we definitely knew that. I mean, it's just confirmed.
I don't even really question that one, but how far, you'll never get to the top of the pyramid of where, how it really happened or whatever.
Ooh.
Like the mastermind or whoever made it even possible, right? So.
Right.
Yeah, I've kind of taken I backed off the political stuff for a little bit. It was like too much all the time.
Well, yeah,
Take a
like
little
every day,
take a little break.
every day, bro. You know.
Yeah. I get real skimmy. I don't dig into a lot of stuff. I'm just kind of out of habit scrolling through Twitter or something.
Yeah. Ziegler, that's a trip, bro.
Harry back.
Yeah, man. Harry backs. Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. Like, then she's got this big, giant mouth, bro. Like, but not in a good way. You know, real toothy, you know?
A toothy bitch.
Yeah. Cringy. Yeah. But, you know, I don't know. I've never really been a fan for this whole race swapping shit, you know? But, I mean, I guess that's what Disney does, you know? And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, dude. That, you know, I don't mind that one guy, the guy who became the new Captain America. I don't mind him at all, dude, but that freaking... like, it's like they didn't even try to make a good movie with him, dude. You know, like... I mean, it had Harrison Ford in it.
I haven't watched any of those movies.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
None of them. I've not watched any of them.
No Iron Man, no nothing?
I watched Iron Man 2 and all 3 Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the only ones I've ever watched.
Okay. Are you going to check out any of the DC stuff that James Gunn does?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not.
Thought you were a DC guy.
I don't like CGI or CG type movies.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that.
But, I mean, what was the deal with the Guardian of the Galaxies then?
I don't know. I just watched one and kind of liked it.
Yeah, they're good. Good, you know, they're good movies regardless of...
But I always did. Plus, I always thought the Avengers were fucking lame.
Mm-hmm.
I was never an Avengers guy.
I'm kind of...
I didn't read the comics.
Right.
I read some Spider-Man. So I mean that's sort of in that universe, I guess. But
yeah.
I mainly just read Batman, Spider-Man, and like X-Men.
Well, bro, the good thing about this Halloween, bro, is now I could be Reed Richards.
You could be a gay dude from Chile. Yeah, I like the Fantastic Four on paper because it's like super sci-fi looking. But I've never seen a movie that I liked.
Right. Not even the Corman, the Roger Corman movies and shit like that.
No, dude.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
I like the, you know, I like it, but I mean, I you know, it was B movie camp, and it was just made just as a placeholder or whatever. I get it, you know. But as far as the ones that they made recently in the 2000s with Jessica Alba and shit, you know, I felt like it was better, like as far as like casting wise, because they at least had all the elements of a Fantastic Four. You know, like these guys didn't know they were making a shitty movie, you know. Dang it. Yeah, man. I mean, anyway, like, I did check it out. I thought it was a decent as far as casting and shit, and that. But as far as the way this looks right now, I'm happy with the way that at least Sue Storm looks. The way the Thing looks great, and Johnny Storm, you know, like, and you know, I mean, I'm sure, you know, Pascal's not gonna be a bad actor, but man, bro, come on. Just
I don't really dislike him, but he's not like the guy. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to dislike him just because I see him every fucking where, dude. It's like,
I mean, they're putting him in. You need like a movie star type guy to play these big personality superhero type characters, you know?
Right, and they put him in freaking what, Gladiator? Like, how is he in Gladiator? Like a Spaniard now or something? I don't know.
I guess.
You know, like,
I didn't watch that bullshit.
yeah, me either, bro.
You know, I don't even like the original Gladiator.
Oh, he did?
Those things where I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because everybody's crazy about Gladiator. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah.
It's not a movie I dig all that much.
No, Joaquin Phoenix was a real piece of trash in that movie, man. Yeah, like, oh, speaking of Joaquin, speaking of Joaquin Phoenix, man, that Joker 2 movie was garbage, bro. Like,
I didn't watch it. I like the first one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, me too. It was nothing like the first one. It was really bad. You know?
It's crazy long too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I'm sick of.
Lady
it's like
Gaga?
2.5 hour, well, whatever, but like 2.5 hour movies.
Yeah.
Like no movie needs to be that long.
Right.
Unless it's like some kind of masterpiece of cinema.
Well, you know, here's the deal with it.
Like Tarantino or some shit.
Yeah. And trying to shove like Lady Gaga in there like she's good at acting or something is, you know, I don't care how many satanic rituals that chick's gonna do, dude. She sucks. You know?
Yeah, that's a weird looking broad too.
Yeah, right?
No, stay up.
I like it. I like how she totally got rejected by, you know, as far as the DC fans.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, the movie got...
Oh, from Joker 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, Harley Quinn fans are kind of fucking weird anyway. I don't really have any affection for that character.
Okay.
A little too lolicon for me.
Lolicon? What was this?
Like she's a little too child looking to me, that her character design.
Then you should have checked out the one done by what was that jabron that did the Star Wars movie, the Star Trek movies?
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah. Him and the dude from the new Batman movie did a version of Batman with the Bruce Timm, the guy who did the original one, right? But obviously with that guy's movies, he's got to do a version of his characters in order for him to get paid, right? I mean, that's the gimmick, right? He freaking, like, he has to have his own characters so he could get all the merchandising in, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's what they did in this one. So basically, like, okay, Joker looks like Joker, right? The Penguin is a chick. Let me see. Penguin is a chick. What else did they mess up? Oh, here's one. Harley Quinn is now a chunky Asian chick. Black hair. You know. Let me see. There was a number of things that they did at the end, right? But, you know, they're building up to Joker coming into it at the end, which was kind of hype, you know. But I get it, man. You know, you can't just do the same thing every day, every time, man. It's been done. So I guess in their minds they got to change it up to have their own versions. But I know why Abram does it, man. He just does it just to get paid, you know. But you know, but the track record with that guy is every time he does something like that, it ruins the franchise. You know.
Yeah, because he makes shitty movies.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I can't think of a J.J. Abrams movie that I like.
Right. Me either.
That are maybe not disliked, but I can't remember watching a J.J. Abrams movie more than once, you know?
Yeah.
Because I love Star Trek. But
Yeah.
his movies I've seen Wrath of Khan how many times, I don't know, but
Yeah.
that movie I've seen like twice, I think.
Right. Right. So you finally get through that little lull of OT or what?
Of what now?
You get through that little lull of OT. I thought you were working a lot of OT for a while.
Yeah, man. I thought I was gonna have to work tomorrow too.
Yeah.
This is like my first day off in quite some time.
Yeah. Is that a good thing, bad thing? Like, what's the?
Nah, fuck, it's a great thing.
Yeah, really.
I got plenty of money. I don't really need any more overtime.
Yeah, no.
I don't have a lot of expenses.
That's good. That's good.
So it's just like, if I'm off, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to get like a jet ski or some stupid shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got like pinball machine money, but that's something. I think it was. Man, they did an Evil Dead pinball machine. The people who did my Halloween machine, and I fucked up and didn't buy it. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, so now you want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's always more expensive after the fact. Yeah.
It will be for a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a super cool machine.
Like what kind of toys did they have on there?
Well, the topper is the witch coming out of the cellar.
Oh, nice.
It's like animatronic and shit. It does a bunch of weird shit. Like screams Necronomicon or whatever the hell. And
you've seen like the video of it?
It's
like...
pretty. Yeah. Watch like a 45 minute video on it.
Okay.
That same company, it's like some kind of indie pinball company.
Yeah.
And that's they did our Halloween machine we got a while back.
Yeah.
But anyway, they've gotten way better making pinball machines. And it looks super cool. They did a good job.
Okay.
I should have bought it. Just like uncertain times.
No, I know.
Hit the market.
Yeah, no, definitely. I remember that. Speaking of which, man, like, what do you think they're gonna have to do to freaking get the economy back up and running, bro? Like, what the hell?
It takes it's like a momentum thing. You have to kind of like, it takes a while for it to start to go back the other way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really hasn't been that long.
I know it's been like a month and a half or something, 2 months maybe.
I mean, everybody says, I never thought eggs got that expensive, but everybody was crying about eggs there for a while.
No, it was a little crazy, bro. That's because they killed a bunch of eggs because of the
bird flu.
Yeah. The next Fauciism.
Yeah, like Costco quit carrying my eggs.
Yeah.
I mean, they had eggs. They weren't just the ones I usually buy, though. I think they're probably back by now.
Yeah. I know which ones you're talking about. Probably the same ones we were getting.
It's like the case of pasture raised eggs they're like $9 somehow.
Right. Like they always have they always have two stacks. They have like the white cheap eggs, and then they have like the brown good eggs. You know.
Yeah, I get the brown ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, still, that's reasonable. It's like 2 dozen. How many meals is 2 dozen eggs?
Right. Really. I know.
And it's like $9.
Dude, that's all. You know, the weird thing is, dude, my kid doesn't like scrambled eggs very much, man. But he eats the hell out of fucking boiled eggs. You know, he loves them. You know, so that's what he'll eat every morning for breakfast. He likes the yolks. He doesn't like not the yolks. I'm sorry, the outside, the whites.
Mm.
But obviously he's a kid. He's not gonna dig the yolks very much. But yeah, man, I got a little crazy there because that's his main thing. It's what he loves to eat.
Yeah, man, when I work daylights, I eat half a dozen boiled eggs for lunch.
Okay. So you know how it is,
I'm a big egg guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never had trouble getting them though.
Right.
And I guess the ones I was buying were probably overpriced already, and they didn't get any more expensive.
Yeah. Well, I know they bring them down $1 at least, and gas is starting to come down, which good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think this whole mess with the Ukraine happened? Did you hear about this shit? This fucking bastard attacked Russia after Russia said they weren't gonna attack them.
Yeah, I've that's one of those I've quit paying attention to.
Okay, yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any good guys.
Right.
My whole point is I don't give a shit, and we can pull everything out of there. I think we should leave NATO probably.
I'm surprised we hadn't already. With how he normally operates. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm sure he's got some sort of strategy for when he's going to do something like that.
Right. Do you think it's before or after Canada becomes a 51st state?
That's like the most epic trolling shit.
I know. He's always he just does just to get into that guy's skin or their skin, man.
Yeah, my whole political compass is if a lot of white chicks are super into it, I bet the other way. Like whatever side you're on is probably not the right side to be on.
Right.
Because they're on all those SSRIs and shit.
Right.
Like 75% of them. It's crazy. White ladies got it rough.
Well, for dudes, cookie dudes, not giving them what they need. So, hey, man, speaking of which, man, did you see that shit with Alec Baldwin, bro?
His fake Mexican wife shut him down or whatever?
Yeah, dude. That's
pretty funny.
That was awesome, right?
Gonna turn up deed.
Oh, you think she's gonna get accidentally shot too?
He's thinking about it at least.
It looked like it in that video. His face he made, like.
He doesn't seem like he has a lot of restraint in him, right?
Right. Did you see that? Like, and then they put out a video afterwards, like, jokey, cut each other off. Obviously, because they have a show on freaking whatever. I don't know where the fuck that show is at, man. I'm definitely not gonna check it out.
Oh, you motherfucker. Yeah, I never see anything about television anything. Cause I stream everything, right?
Yeah.
But I have to watch baseball like it's regular television.
Yeah.
So I only do it for a little bit of part of the year. So it's been the part where I don't watch it. Now I'm having to watch baseball and commercials and stuff.
Oh, man.
So I don't get any of it, man. It's pretty unbearable.
So baseball's the only thing you've been really into lately, or?
That's the only thing I watch. That's the only sport I watch.
Okay.
What do you call it? like the college tournament basketball right now. I watch some of that sometimes.
Okay.
Like football's stupid. Basketball, I've been good since the 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm an old guy, right? So I should probably think that. It's kind of like basketball. You can draw a line with basketball and like pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Like they took a turn or something, and I wasn't their audience anymore. But it used to be like two of my favorite things.
Right. You're not keeping up with the NWA anymore?
Not really. If I watch wrestling, it's like like I was talking about, like that Hanson and Race match.
Yeah. Do you remember that? I don't know if you were watching back in the day, but there was a pay-per-view. There's a pay-per-view where Hanson and Vader wrestle each other. I mean, talking about no selling, bro. Like the whole time was them just like beating the shit out of each other, and the ending is like they were kind of hanging each other, and then took themselves to the back, fighting and hanging each other at the same time. That was pretty entertaining. It was during the time where like Steiner still had the mullet, and like Scott Steiner still had the mullet, and it was still like rocking the multicolor like glowing spandex and shit. The unitard.
Yeah, what kind of puffy ass steroids were they taking back then?
I don't know, man, but like Scott Snyder's always been huge, bro. Wait.
Yeah, he just got shredded later on.
Yeah, shredded and you know, figured out his gimmick.
Like, he's probably not as big as shredded Steiner as he is as like a tag team Steiner.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he said that his... oh, go ahead.
I bet old school Steiner, like with the singlet, could probably squat and deadlift a lot more than shredded Steiner.
Yeah, because like that's his back got hurt, so he had to kind of change up his style. That was the whole, but it worked, man. Did you there was I know Wrestle Talk had like a joke thing where they did what was the greatest promo of all time, the CM Punk like pipe bomb promo or the Steiner math, and everybody voted Steiner math, bro.
Hell yeah, they went with Steiner math.
And he said, and the thing about Steiner math, bro, is that if you do all the math and plug in the numbers, it really does like figure right.
It maths out.
Yeah, dude. Well, he was a he said, he's like, bro, I went to a freaking like one of the top schools, man. I'm not a dumbass.
Like, you fucking marks.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know if we're gonna have any awesome shit ever go down like that again.
Steiner math?
Yeah, bro. It's just a time where...
I mean, that was a hell of a day, though.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Like, that was like peak wrestling. There was nowhere to go but down.
Yep.
I mean, I'm old enough to have nostalgia for the territory stuff, though.
Yeah.
So, like, our version of territory wrestling, I like that style of wrestling a lot.
Really? It was the good
like
times.
Like shouty promos, like more burly. Like, man, that guy looks like he'd fuck you up.
Yeah.
That kind of wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't like this tweak bullshit.
Yeah.
I'll give this to AEW. Like, whoever cuts their promo shit makes it look pretty good.
Yeah.
But then you watch it totally sucks.
Yeah.
I don't think they use like AI audience sweetening. Or
it's getting there, bro. They're starting to build it back.
It's not good. It's never gonna get there.
Right now, I'll say this: they're in the building up period, bro. They lost a lot of fucking momentum because I don't know, man. Like he put everything in CM Punk, you know, and it's like the Bucks. They really jacked up a lot of shit, bro. You know, they wanted to be the guy that, you know, but it just didn't work out that way.
One wants to see a couple little guys with male pattern baldness flip around and shit.
No.
I don't care about seeing that.
Nope. You could tell, bro, because like when they disappear, nobody cares, you know? Oh, dang it. And honestly, bro, like, I mean, they can have good matches and shit, dude. It just gets old, man. Like, you gotta mix it up. You know? VPs or not, you know, like, I don't think they're off TV because, like, it's for the good of the business. I think they're off TV because, you know.
No one watches it.
Yeah, they didn't want to, you know, maybe, I felt like they were butthurt about it and they just, like, pulled back. I don't think it had anything to do with them being like, oh yeah, we're doing this for the good of the company. And I don't see that happening, bro. Not with the little attitudes they have, you know?
What do you call it? WWE, like, they're affiliated with TNA now, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of makes AEW even less relevant.
Well, that's the thing I was pointing out the other day, because I was talking about that. Like, AEW had this, you know, we'll work with anybody kind of attitude, right? But what happened is when it came to it, it's like AEW was the one getting ahead, and the other companies didn't really get over. It was like, okay, your person's gonna be on there, but they're gonna get beat, you know. And so it's like, no, dude, like, eventually, like, people stop wanting to work with them because, like, you know, okay, well, you're using our top guys, but when we ask you to use yours, you don't give us anybody worth a damn, or, you know, what the hell, you know, it's not a reciprocal thing. And I think WWE's got, like, I mean, I don't know if you heard of their whole plan that they've been busting out lately. It's called the ID program. And so Triple H is kind of taking it to the territories. And they have this, there was this promotion called Evolve that was really good. It was run by the guy who was running ROH before ROH became AEW ROH. And Gabe Sapolsky is the guy's name, and so he was running Evolve, and they were kind of like a filter feeder, one of the filter feeders, like ECW was to WWE and WCW back in the day. Anyway, they're bringing it back, and the idea is they're doing these things called the ID program, where they give these, I don't know if it's gonna be a woman, male, and tag team thing, but there could be marked in this ID program. There could be ID champions, right? And the deal is they're gonna work the indies, and within the indies they'll be able to defend those ID championships, those WWE ID championships. So it's kind of rocking back to the territory days. You know what I'm saying? Which, not a bad idea, you know, but I guess getting back to what we're talking about, like, AEW kind of like jacked up their deal because, like I said, you know, if you're not giving anybody anything out of it and you're taking everything for yourself, well, of course nobody's gonna want to work with you, you know. And WWE's at this point, you know, they're working with everybody. Obviously, they're trying to do anything they can to undercut AEW's momentum. I mean, regardless if they feel like there's no competition, there is competition. You know, and WWE always goes underhanded when it comes to this kind of shit. Which is, you know, what you do, man, because you don't want somebody coming up and, you know, fucking you up later on, and you know, I mean, it's just they've been there and done that. Why let them come up? And you know, because it's like a threat, dude. Like, as history shows, every company rises and falls, bro. You know, and as far as AEW goes, they've been there longer than, you know, they're about to be there longer than WCW was. You know, if you really think about, like, you know, if you think about that, you know, they've outlasted WCW, and they're not going anywhere. They still got a good deal. At the end of WCW, you remember how that went? That was garbage, bro. Fucking Jindrak and those guys, you know?
Yeah, I'd quit watching by then.
Yeah, it was painful. Fucking,
I kind of went, I was more like Attitude Era after the heyday of WCW.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch much of WCW.
Yeah, dude, because, you know, and that's what happened. WCW was hot during NWO, and then they weren't. You know, and the mark of a good company is like, okay, you're hot, but, you know, once you're not hot, can you come back? And that's where AEW's right now. They were beating WWE, but they were beating WWE under freaking Vince McMahon. You know, Vince McMahon was the one coming up the works because, you know, I'm Vince McMahon, I'm great. Everything I do is awesome. And it wasn't. You know, and the guy who was keeping it together was Triple H, and, you know, but he was on a leash, and now he's not on a leash. So now you get, eventually, you know, I feel like eventually they're gonna overshoot their shit, bro. They can't stay that hot for that long. It's just no way. You know, even with UFC and all that shit, and, you know, affiliated and all that kind of crap. I just don't see them being able to keep up with it, bro.
I mean, I don't watch any of it, so.
Well, that just gave you a rundown of what's going on. I mean, that's what's happening. You know, like the whole affiliation with UFC, the tons of money. I mean, it's not like they're hurting for anybody. They get all the stars they want. You know, if the people are hot right now, they're on WWE TV. And like I said, but on the same side, you know, they say that AEW's not threat, but they do some underhanded shit all the time to them. And, you know, and I get it, you know, like, don't give those people a chance to freaking come up and freaking take your shit. Like, who would, right? Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish I had something to drink. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
So get this, bro. Snow White bombs breaking the record for the lowest live action remake opening. Excellent.
What are you talking about?
And it says that Snow White opens and it bombs. It's basically the lowest. It made the least money of all of any of those remakes.
I wonder if it's like all-time flop level.
I think so.
Like just movies in general, not just.
Oh, I don't know about
because that movie cost an insane amount of money to make.
Yeah. True.
So even if a number that you think sounds big, when you saw it, it's like it's probably still not anywhere near big enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
To make the financial shit work.
Bro, did you see the Lady Gaga satanic ritual she did on SNL?
No.
Yeah, dude. They try to like turn it into a skit, like it's funny. Dude, it was straight up, dude. Like freaking calling out freaking some kind of demon name and shit that's legit and everything. I mean, come on, nothing's by accident.
I'd take it more serious if no, I don't think maybe millennials watches current day Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah.
I don't think regular people do. It's definitely not for me.
Yeah.
I was like the biggest Saturday Night Live fan in the world. Like, never missed it.
You don't like any Shane Gillis on there?
Yeah, but that's often.
Yeah.
That's like less than a statistically zero amount of time as far as Saturday Night Live is concerned.
Right, right.
And I can just watch clips of that shit.
Yeah. That's good shit, though. Funny.
Yeah. A couple beer thing, that was hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Hey, man, you were a big South Park guy, right? Or were?
Up to a point. I mean, I like it. There's a bunch of it I haven't seen.
Did you see the Family Guy episode?
Yeah.
See, I think, yeah, they don't show it anymore. You can't watch it anymore. So what I don't know. It's a copyright thing. I don't know. Because of yeah, because they were capping on freaking Family Guy, right? And like basically doing the same animation. But what did you think about that episode, man?
Pretty funny. Oh, are you talking about the manatees grabbing random scenarios and mashing them together?
No. It was literally...
It was the one where like how they write a Family Guy episode.
Oh yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Dude, and like I wish I could see it now. I can't find it anywhere.
It's not on.
No, not on Max.
Not on Max.
Nah, like you go look for it. It's like the episode. It should be. It's not there.
My favorite episode of Always Sunny is one of the ones that got deleted.
Yeah, and what was that for?
The blackface one where they're doing Lethal Weapon 5.
Oh man.
So funny, dude. And like the whole joke, the punchline is how ridiculous that is, but everybody got all in their feelings about it.
Yeah.
I've got it on physical media though.
Oh, okay.
But that's a pain in the ass.
You saved it?
Yeah, I happen to have that season of Always Sunny on Blu-ray for some reason.
Okay.
I don't even remember buying it.
That's pretty cool. So you're not watching anything else nowadays?
Watching Righteous Gemstones. I watched Top Chef.
You know, I was
I
checking.
watch Kitchen Nightmares.
Okay.
I don't like. Yeah, I mean, not really a whole lot. I mainly just watch YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
When me and my wife are together, she doesn't. That's not her thing. But if I'm like just to pick what I want to watch, it's usually just YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
Some trivia videos and wrestling shoots and shit like that.
I was checking out I was checking out Severance. You ever check out any of that?
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, it actually is, bro. Like, it's got that snarky guy that, you know.
Adam Scott.
Yeah, it was good, man. Like, I was happily surprised. I mean, my wife got me into it. Me and my kid, actually.
Yeah, I just don't want to pay for us to watch it. I don't have any way to, what do you call it, like mobile vids or any of that.
Yeah.
I don't have a computer connected to my television.
Okay. No, man, it was worth seeing, bro. I mean, but good thing. The good thing is, we used to get for free because of I guess it was Xfinity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that we were with. No, I think it was Xfinity. Actually, we should be able to give it back for free again. But we left them to go to AT&T, and I don't know if I told you this whole thing. So I you know, I let the contract run out. So obviously they jack up, you know, I was getting like way less, you know, and they were jacking up the price. I was getting like 500 MBPs for fucking for 120, you know, 120 a month, which is ridiculous, right? And how much do you get, by the way, with your MBPs wise?
1 gig.
1 gig, amazing. Anyway,
up and down.
Wow, bro, that's amazing. Well, anyway, with what ended up happening was, you know, obviously I tried to renegotiate, and they're just like, no, you know, we won't. Basically, they wouldn't even come down, you know, at all, and they wouldn't move on they wouldn't give me anything on the speed, you know. So like, I was gonna get this I'm getting reamed with this deal, and I said, well, dude, fuck this, you know. Then what the hell am I staying here for, you know? Cause I'm gonna leave. And he said, okay. I said, okay, well, fuck, you know. And then I went to this other place, said they'll give me 800 for like $50, you know, at AT&T with their fiber optics, you know. So I was with them for like a month, and everything was freaking amazing at first, you know. Like the speeds were great, dude. Like things that would take forever to download, I was like downloading within not a minute or whatever or something. It was awesome. Well,
They start throttling you or what?
It's not throttling. What ended up happening, bro, is that they I guess they had an update with the modem, and whatever update caused some kind of problem with the modem. So get this, bro, on my birthday, I decided, like, the only thing I want to do is play like some video games. So do some Fortnite with my wife and my kid. They both have accounts, okay? And I'm looking forward to this. Now, second of all, I had to go to a funeral on my birthday for the godparents of my kid. Okay, so like, it is what it is. So I had to take a couple of days off of PTO for this, the wake and because they're kind of like family to us, obviously, right? And so it is what it is. Went through it, you know. Service was nice, blah blah blah, and then at the end of it, we end up We get back around, I think on the way back from the funeral, the second day of the funeral and whatnot, we get back and I'm like, you know what? I want some Fuddruckers. Can we get some Fuddruckers? And my wife's like, well, the last time we had Fuddruckers, you didn't really like it that much. I said, you know what? I'm willing to try. You know, and so we went. We loved it. You know, my wife can't eat. She's a celiac, so she's allergic to fucking
gluten.
Yeah, gluten. God damn it.
I try not to eat a bunch of it, but it don't really fuck with me too bad.
Yeah. Well, you know, it with her, dude, she gets all like red and it really you could see it, dude. It's like my kid touches her with like freaking like weed on her hands, dude. It really affects her. And obviously we didn't know, dude, because I told you she used to get laid up a lot back in the day. So it's like I'm sure it had all that shit to do with it. Anyway, we go Fuddruckers and she's able to enjoy a meal too, so we're having a great time, great meal, and we're like, okay, if we find a place we could get a decent burger now. And get home, I'm ready. I'm like, you know, well, now that we're home, could we play, you know, get some of this Fortnite? And they're like, yeah. So we're finally getting in. We're gonna have fun as a family. And then boom, all of a sudden, I'm getting kicked. We're getting kicked every couple of seconds. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, like, what? And it keeps on happening, bro. And it gets to the point to where, like, you know me, man, like, some shit starts going down it's not planned. I start tripping. And of course I was tripping, dude. And she was like, well, you know, can't you just be happy with your family? I said, man, I kind of felt like saying, like, man, I was at a freaking funeral for like 2 days, you know. And then one of them was my birthday, you know. And it's like, this is all I wanted. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. I did have a fit about it, but eventually I get over it. But then goes the deal of like, you know, I was like, you know what? I got on help desk, was with them all night long. They said they fixed it. Sure enough, at the end of the night, bro, I start getting kicked off intermittently. You know. And I was getting kicked off intermittently, like, and then the next day, it was so bad that they scheduled a freaking the guys come out for the next day. You know, the help desk or help get whatever. So they sent guys over. The guy came over, went through every little thing, all the connections and everything. And I was like, dude, they said it was the modem, bro. Like you can't like just check and see, you know, what's up with the modem, you know. And then sure enough, he changes out the modem, and he says, okay, well, now that it's working, it should be fine. You know, like it shouldn't be any kind of problems anymore. And I was like, okay. Sure enough, again, bro, you know, I'm freaking getting kicked off left and right, you know. And at this point I'm just like, what the heck, bro? You know, what is going on, you know? And very frustrating. So I get back with help desk that night. The guy says, oh, I've seen this problem already. It's a corrupted file with the software update for the modem. I said, okay, can you fix it? Yeah, I can fix it. Supposedly he fixes it. Supposedly it'll never happen again. Within a few minutes, I'm freaking getting kicked off again, bro. At this point, I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm calling somebody, and I started bitching. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna stay with y'all, dude. Yeah. I've been going through this shit for a week. You know, like I couldn't even enjoy my freaking birthday. I was like, dude, I'm done. And then the guy had also signed us up with telephones for, you know, because we're about to get under, you know, for a deal. We were about to get new telephones or whatever, right? But my wife's like, you know what? After all this shit, do you think it's a wise decision to stay, to use their telephone service? And I was like, yeah, you're right, hon. Screw this. So we decided to, send it back. This is trash service. I don't know what's going on, but I don't even want to know, bro. Like, it was, if you can't keep the shit good, going good for like only a month, like what's the point, bro? I need to go ahead and quit while I'm ahead, So we finally, I go through all this, bro. It took like a whole 2 weeks to finally get over it, get it done with, and then I switched my shit. Like I literally had the guys come out, set it up, went back to Comcast. Comcast gives me a gig for fucking I don't know if a gig 1,000 Mbp. I don't know, whatever, bro. But it was better than what I had, for way less than I was paying before. And so it was way better. I haven't had any problems since. And I signed up with cell for service because like they're with the Verizon network, and my wife really loved Verizon because her work phone goes through there, and she said she never has problems, so she was stoked about it. And that's it, bro. Like I went through all that shit just to get back on the freaking shit I was on before. But like at least they treat me better now, It was ridiculous, bro. So I don't know who you have. Who you running with?
What, internet?
Yeah.
It's the town I live in. It's a utility, so it comes from the city government.
Okay.
It's $75 a month with hardware.
Okay, pretty sweet. But
for a 1 gig up and down internet. So.
Wow, bro. That's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, it was like one of the big selling points for moving over here.
Nice.
Because I don't have any sort of direct TV or any of that shit.
Yeah. You just stream, right?
Yeah, everything I do is streaming. So.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
I can't have some wonky ass internet.
Yeah, dude. It was so frustrating, bro. But it's over with, and so far so good, man. It's been treating me really well, so I can't complain right now. Now the fact that I had to leave in order to get something decent, that didn't really, it is what it is, but
that's a hell of a golf shot right there.
Is there anything else you're looking kind of forward to as far as gaming goes, man, other than the Switch release?
Not really.
Right on.
Yeah, I just don't have a lot of time for this shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you're always working.
And so when I am off, it's always
You and the missus?
family time shit,
Yeah, of course.
But then it's been hasn't been a lot of days off.
Yeah.
I basically worked like nine days in a row.
Wow.
I had to go between nights and days. Yeah. It's harsh.
Well, but not having to worry about money, it must be, you can't.
Oh yeah.
That's something, yeah.
100%.
Right.
I don't like being worried about money. That's like my least favorite thing in the world.
Yeah. I probably should jump the ship when y'all did, bro. Did the same thing y'all did, man, because, I don't know. Not having that care must be pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the job, but it's a trade I'm willing to make.
Yeah.
Like, at least I'm not gonna like any job I work at. So
yeah, nobody's gonna, Really, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I found the one was easiest to get paid in.
Yeah.
He's fucking short. This motherfucker. Playing scared.
Well, man, are you like? But you're not gonna go. You're not gonna go check out that Fantastic Four.
Nah.
Nah. Not even if it comes on streaming. Did you catch anything like after the fact, like on streaming, if it's like free or some shit?
Do what now?
Do you catch anything like streaming, like after the fact? Like, you know, oh well, since I'm paying for it, might as well check it out, kind of thing.
Yeah, a couple of times probably.
Okay.
I like that Nosferatu movie.
Yeah, dude, I did dig that. Yeah, Nicholas Hoult.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite movie, Dracula.
Yeah.
Of all time. It's really good.
I like how they you know, he kind of looked the way they made him look was like kind of like the Gary Oldman version, which is kind of the Vlad Tepes looking version, you know.
Yeah, they mixed up they kind of combined those two, like the German version and the Bram Stoker's version.
Yeah, which is.
And you kind of used both of them at the same time. I thought it was hip.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's creative, right?
He makes good looking movies too.
Yeah.
That Eggers guy.
What else has he done, bro? Like, I just saw that one, and I thought that was pretty good.
He did The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe and the Twilight guy.
Yeah.
And The Northman. It's like a Viking movie. And there's a movie called The Witch I haven't seen, but that was the first thing that got him known.
Okay.
And everybody says it's really good. I just haven't watched it yet. So I can't.
Obviously,
the other movies of his I've seen, I like a whole lot.
I guess obviously it would be like a straight up horror movie, The Witch, whatever, right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Because The Lighthouse isn't really a horror movie. And Northman's not really a horror movie, but it has like some supernatural elements in it.
Was this more of a horror movie compared to those movies, or what?
What, Nosferatu?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a straight up horror movie, that.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I didn't know in comparison.
The only thing weirded me out was, what do you call it? Johnny Depp's kid looks like so much like him, and it kind of is weird to me.
Who's his kid?
The chick that plays Mina in the Nosferatu movie.
The main chick?
Yeah, the main chick.
Oh shit, dude. She kind of looked like the chick from the Addams Family, like Christina Ricci looking chick.
That's Johnny Depp's kid. Yeah.
Did not know that. Nice, bro. She did good.
She did pretty. Yeah, man. She really went for it.
You got some good acting.
Give me a good unlock for crap.
She probably like channeled some like, you know, shit in there. Bro, at the last, okay, and Bram Stoker's in the original Nosferatu, is that how it ended, bro? Like, she got done by the vampire. She like, you know, tricked him into staying that way. Like,
I don't know. I don't know which ending that belongs to.
Some nipplage. I mean, if you
finally have enough
golf
money. I finally have enough golf money to buy shit like spec upgrades, and like all the signature kits are from some woman golfer. It's like there was all this rad shit when I didn't have any money, but now I've got money. It's a bunch of dumb shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna be Nelly Corda's iron spec. I mean, what the fuck? Oh well. I can't have my money over that shit.
I hear that, bro. Isn't that how it works out though? Normally, you know, you get some cash and you know, there's nothing good to spend it on, but the minute you oh, here we go. Dude, I love the one thing I love about this game, bro, is whenever when somebody like comes at me and I take them out with a piece of shit gun and and they had like the best gun on them, you know. I love it. Man, I did not know that was freaking Johnny Depp's daughter. That's crazy, bro. Honestly, I didn't really see a similarity, you know?
I didn't know she was. I knew a daughter who acted.
Right.
I didn't know she was in that movie, and like it kind of clicked about a third of the way in. It was kind of like, and I just keep seeing Johnny Depp's face, you know?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Which I mean, he's kind of a feminine-looking dude, so it's not. It works for her, but it was still just kind of like, man, a little too much like Johnny Depp. I think it's the worst thing. He's a spokesmodel for like a cologne, and he looks like he smells real bad. I think that's really funny. It doesn't seem like who would pick the face of the company.
Dang it, bro. He's a spokesperson for a cologne company.
Yeah, he's out in the desert with all his Stevie Nicks clothes and like a guitar or some shit.
Oh man,
looking like he stinks.
Man, that whole situation with that chick, dude, that was crazy. And then that she's hiding out in Europe somewhere. I mean, she can't be doing that bad if she's, you know, she was able to move to Europe and freaking hide out.
She's probably getting pooed on by some sheik or something over in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, like those OnlyFans chicks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, I think Lohan was the OG for getting pooed on by Arabs.
Oh, man.
He was always over there.
Oh, man.
He showed them the way.
It's a spicy meatball.
When right before the wall gets there, make this Arab move.
Yeah.
Cash in.
No wonder she got all used up. She's probably like cooking her life out, you know, and then just getting all hard looking and shit. They try to bring
their lifestyle beats the shit out of white chicks, especially like redhead white chicks.
Yeah. they get the shit beat out of them one way or another, bro. The redheads, right?
I don't want anything to do with them. I've dated a couple of like, I never dated like a full blown ginger.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. I went on. It was about to be a thing.
Yeah.
She was super gorgeous.
Mm.
And we get to her room, and she had like first I saw a Jim Morrison poster. I'm like, oh. And then she had a tarantula, like a big fucking tarantula in the little tarantula aquarium.
Yeah.
And I just said, all right, well, this isn't going to work. And I just kind of left. And that's the closest I got to get involved with the redhead.
The Doors isn't bad. Where's the Doors a bad sign?
No. Chicks that are into the Doors are that's some douchebag shit right there.
It could have been 50 Cent, bro.
Yeah, I would have been out in that also. Don't you worry.
Oh man.
Yeah, if something happened, I don't think I would ever date again.
Yeah.
That sounds like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I feel the same, bro. I feel the same.
If I became single for some unforeseeable reason,
yeah,
like I think I would just I'd go monk style.
Shaolin.
Yeah, just nah, man, get out there, because I'm not gonna date. I wouldn't want to mess with a girl who was like way younger than me. And so, like, if you're a single white lady and you're in my age group,
Yeah.
like, there's something wrong with your ass. You know what I mean?
Here's the deal, bro. I have a question. Do you know anyone who does the points like Mr. Who used to do? Speaking of Shaolin monks.
Acupuncture?
Yeah.
I do not. He quit doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's he do now? Have you heard from him ever since then, bro?
I mean, he's just like an old man.
Yeah. He's
He
retired,
was super
huh?
old back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think his wife's nutty. I went over there. I went to one of his classes a while back just to kind of check it out.
Mm-hmm.
It was like in his apartment or condo that he's retired in.
Mm-hmm.
His wife was like totally not into it. It was just like kind of a weird scene, so I never went back. I don't think she likes white people.
Oh, okay.
Or white women in specific. She was like, it was like real weird. I brought my wife because it's like way on the other side of town. It's like, well, I'm gonna bring her because that's like 6 hours of a weekend day. At least we can go do some shit before and after.
It's probably because he was always pawing all over them.
Yeah, I think he might have been slinging dick in the 70s or something.
He still had game, dude. I took my mom up there. I took Blanca up there. He was throwing it out there, you know.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, but I think when he was younger,
yeah,
he probably was running wild.
I think so, bro. Especially with that chi control.
Yeah, so they probably had like, how have you? You won't talk to those white women anymore.
Oh man, he was a good dude, man. But man, I wish we could find someone that could do some acupuncture. Dude, my old lady's like hurting right now from her hip. Like last week, me and the missus were out with her 5-year-old cousins, you know, my brother's kids and my kid, and keeping up with them, and you know, again, doing what you do when you have kids, you know. But we're running around like we're like in our 20s. So I was pretty jacked up for like a couple of days until I slept the whole day. Like I fell asleep at like 5, bro. Woke up at 5 the next morning, and then all of a sudden my pain was gone, right? But her, dude, like she didn't get rest, and now her hips kind of jacked up, and so she's been kind of dealing with that. And I was like, man, dude, if you could get points from a decent person like Mr. Who used to do, like it'll fix you right up, you know. But like, who do you go to, you know? And obviously Mr. Who would have been cheaper than anybody else.
Like I just got super lucky. I was just taking kung fu. He just happened to be this amazing acupuncturist.
Yeah, no shit, man.
But like, I don't know how you vet an acupuncturist. Like,
right.
Who are you gonna listen to? Like, who's gonna?
Yeah. True. I mean,
yeah, because my thumb's kind of fucked up, and I'd like to go see him, but he didn't do it anymore, so I just have a fucked up thumb now.
Yeah. That was a good hookup for a while, man. Especially when I was doing all that stupid shit with weights back in the day. You know?
And now I'm doing stupid shit with weights and I'm an acupuncturist.
Yeah. Were you doing kettlebells still, or did you figure out a different workout routine?
I do barbells.
Okay.
Like squats, deadlifts, bench press, overhead press.
Yeah.
Chin ups and push ups. That's pretty much all I do.
How many doing on the chin ups, man?
I do sets of 5.
Okay.
Like bringing the bar, my chest all the way up to the bar where I touch the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I use the underhanded grip. And I do 6 sets of 5.
Okay.
But
Nice,
like
bro.
throughout a workout. So I like warm up with 3 sets of 5. then I start doing my regular lifting workout. But in between lifts, I'll do another set of 5.
Yeah.
And it ends up being like 6 sets of 5. So that's pretty good. I can't do a whole bunch in a row. I can maybe do 15.
That is pretty good, bro. I can't fucking like do 5 if I wanted to now, you know?
That shit got me. I saw more gains from that than almost anything else.
Yeah.
Because it was like it hits your back like I haven't found any other way to do it. Maybe there's some like cable machines or something, but I don't want to go to a commercial gym.
Back and shoulders.
Yeah. I like watching gym fails, but I couldn't go to a commercial gym.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. Just because of the music for one thing. If there's shitty music playing, I can't ignore it, you know?
Honestly,
it's like
honestly, I forgot about all that shit, bro, to tell you the truth. Like, you know, because me and the missus been thinking about doing something, and I think we're going to join a place just to get pool access and just do some swimming, try to get the cardio up. You know? Without, like, some chodes swimming around.
You want to go to a public pool?
No. Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, we have our public pool, man, but, you know, like I said, there's always gonna be kids and shit around, and people using there's like one lane that they use for like actual swimming, and, you know, there's always like some kid floating around and shit, and so it's just, you know, it's better just to go to a place where people do that just to get exercise. That's the plan. And obviously, I mean, I've been doing like, you know, some light squats, nothing crazy, you know, trying to keep my legs and shit up together, you know, like trying to keep up with this kid, you know.
Yeah, also you're getting old too. You need to.
Hell yeah. You
need that kind of for bone density.
Yep.
Like spinal bone, all your like femurs and legs and shit.
Yep.
So you don't get like the old man hunchback and start shuffling.
Yeah, really.
You don't want that shit.
Well, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, man. At one point, like, you know, I would get sore for no reason. You know, and I'm just like, what the hell is this about? And I thought to myself, well, if I'm gonna get sore for no reason, I might as well go to the gym. And when I started going to the gym, I was never sore again. You know, so I was like, all right, cool. You know, well, obviously I gotta do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It worked out. I mean,
yeah,
go ahead.
My job's pretty physical.
Yeah.
So that's one good thing. Because even if I don't work out, like if I miss a workout, because sometimes I just can't do it because of sleep and stuff.
Yeah.
With the crazy shift work, but yeah, I'm active enough at work. Kind of keeps me from blubbing out too hard or getting achy, like you're saying. Like if you don't move around a lot, you start getting achy.
Yes. Yes. But you know that job, I mean, you can't sit in one position forever, you know?
Yeah. Do they still party at the Hop?
No. Those days are done, bro. Like, honestly, if they party, I wouldn't even know about it, bro. Like, you know, I was kind of like you now, you know. I don't, you know, I don't mess around with nothing that's gonna get me in trouble, dude, you know. I don't need to be around nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy where I'm at. Love my old lady. I don't need to be jacking around, acting a fool, you know?
You don't need to be running out with those stink hose?
No. Definitely not that. Stink hose!
Stink hose is like my least favorite kind of person.
Yeah. Nah, man, those days are done, bro. Man, some asshole came at me with a fucking leather face outfit on, bro. I beat him down with a bat. And I can't beat that with a bat.
Just watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood pretty recently.
What'd you think?
Oh, I dig it. Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
I just watched it again after having not seen it in a while. Pretty solid.
Yeah, man. Have you heard of him making anything else recently, or it's gonna make anything else?
Yeah, allegedly he's gonna make just the one more movie.
Huh.
But no one knows for sure what it's gonna be. There was like a kind of rumored one, but they quit making it.
I can't see that guy just getting out of the business, bro, out of everything. Maybe he's gonna dip his toes in the water.
Who's this?
Tarantino.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, as far as making feature-length Tarantino movies, he'll probably make... I could see him maybe doing someone else's material at some point.
Yeah.
Or doing some kind of like television type thing. He's always talking about doing a Star Trek movie, man. That needs to happen.
Huh.
Like, Star Trek needs a shot in the arm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much good Star Trek, it doesn't really bother me that it sucks now.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to have like a new movie or something that was kick-ass.
Yeah. Like...
'Cause I'm like, but more than anything, I'm a Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
It's like probably my favorite kind of...
Sci-fi.
Yeah, that show, like Next Generation in particular.
Did he say what iteration?
Top 3 show for me.
Did he say what iteration he would be doing?
No, it sounded like it was gonna be more like the kind of original series, episodic type thing.
Mm-hmm.
like a two-parter, like a really Tarantino'd up two-parter of a Star Trek episode.
Okay. You think it'd be like the next generation or some shit?
No, it'd probably be more like the original series, I'd imagine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his. Like someone his age probably thought Next Generation was, you know, gay or whatever.
Yeah. Well, weren't you into it though?
Yeah, I'm super into it. It's like one of my 3 favorite shows of all time. Like
yeah.
Any show.
But with him, bro, like, I mean, I don't know if it has to be old. I just know that it has to be good, right?
I mean, he might not even do like a Kirk movie, you know? It might be a new character entirely. That's what I don't know. I don't know if he's going to go with like new tech chunk or part of time in the lore or what.
Yeah.
But so I pretty much I really like Next Generation and I like Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
I like if you cherry pick the original series because there are some good episodes, but there's a lot of shitty ones too.
Yeah.
And that's about it. The rest of it I don't like. I didn't like Voyager. I didn't like Enterprise.
Enterprise is the one with that redhead chick, or is that the one with Bakula?
It's the one with Bakula.
Nah, Bakula.
Yeah, that's like why I can't watch it. Plus the theme song's super stupid.
Speaking of which, man, were you ever into Quantum Leap?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Because it also had Bakula.
Yeah.
Just some people you just don't like their face. I don't like his face.
Okay.
Like Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, his face is whack too.
Yeah, if he's in a movie, I probably won't watch it. It took me forever to watch Dumb and Dumber. Once I watched it, I liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't get over the Jeff Daniels stuff.
Yeah, there's something about him too that just kind of like, I mean, I guess it is his face, you know?
I think it's his face.
You still shooting the shit with Rich?
Nah, not in a long time.
Man, we need to hit him up one day, man. See if we can get him on here and just shoot the shit. We sure, like, do some, you know, crazy shit be afoot.
Richard Godfrey?
Yeah.
I didn't know he played video games.
Damn, got mowed down.
I think he just takes his stepdaughter to hockey all the time. That's all he does. You know, he got remarried, right?
They got remarried, huh?
No, he married like another chick, a third chick.
He did?
Yeah, he married the Puerto Rican chick?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, his first wife. Then he was with that old bitch.
Old?
And then he was with the old bitch with the fake tits. And then
I guess I missed out on that one, man. I don't remember that chick at all. I mean, I remember that the Puerto Rican chick, you know. But
that's the that's what he's married to currently. He has like kids with her and stuff.
Oh yeah. They seem pretty happy.
Yeah. It's all good, but what I'm saying, the dude's like super busy.
So okay.
He didn't want to listen to me talk about movies or bullshit or hang out because there's no time for it. It happens.
I don't know. I might hit him up one day.
He might play some video games for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the video games, but I'm sure he'd shoot the shit with us. You know. I don't know if he plays video games at all. Damn, bro, I got freaking like reamed by a freaking Gatling gun.
Damn.
No good, son. No good. I was lucky to catch you today, bro. Hardly ever catch you around.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Monday night. But I'm probably gonna be playing golf on PlayStation with my buddy.
Okay.
So I don't have any way. If I'm doing that, I can't also be on Discord.
No worries, no worries.
Because the way my shit's set up.
Damn, bro, they got more people defacing Tesla buildings and shit, bro.
Yeah, I wonder how many places is that?
Oh my god, dude. And the people doing it are just look exactly the way you think they would look.
Yeah, I'm up to date on all that shit.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, bro.
You got like AIDS Skrillex?
Yeah. Fucking scarves and freaking like Kangoos and shit. Like, are you kidding me?
I think that happens. It can maybe get as far down here as Austin, but even there, I think it'd probably get shut down pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, if you have a Tesla, you're probably a lefty. You just happen to own a Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
So they're fucking with all these, like, the only. So they're to me, it turned like they're making people like think about how they vote.
Right.
Because the people's cars that are getting fucked up are probably like screaming lefty weirdos.
Right.
And they're so what happens when you get that cognitive dissonance? Like they just like melted your car because the guy's a Nazi or whatever.
Yeah. It's a trip, bro.
Maybe I'll vote the other way next time.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what happened this last time around, bro. Like, you know, they're doing so much nutty shit. You know, it just you can't help but like not be a part of it. You know. I mean, I think there's a line, you know, cross line for everybody. You know.
I never thought they would. They fucking go all in for the Transformer shit.
Yeah.
And that just seemed like a real weird
hill to die on. Yeah.
Like you're gonna throw it all away for that because that's a statistic 0 of the population.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I mean, the messaging was the point, bro. Like, they made them, I guess, seem like if you weren't down with it, that. Wait. Okay, equip your matchmaking in the game right now. Purchase during gameplay, you will lose the ability to cancel purchase.
It's just some satanic ritual shit.
It's gotta be.
Really going on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird, bro. It's weird how this shit works out.
Yeah, I never read into this kind of shit. Like out in public.
Oh, because we have
I'll
like
never see it.
We have like
I'll never see this weird.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I feel like I live in a pretty normal part of the country.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of. It's not like head on a swivel shit, you know.
Yeah, well, we do have the types around here, man. But you know, at the time, I mean, they're just not like stupid enough to, you know, act up, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I mean, you can't be that brainwashed to do some stupid shit just to do stupid shit. It's got to be some money behind it, obviously. You know, like, why else would you jeopardize your future for stupidity? You know,
Little bit of MK Ultra.
Oh, definitely. That was funny what Kubrick was saying about that whole thing, bro. He was just like, yeah, the conspiracy theorists were right about this. You know, he said, I don't know about Paul McCartney, but they were right about this. You know, Paul McCartney's death or whatever. Mm-hmm. Although that thing with Paul McCartney would make sense, bro, because like Wings was trash, you know.
Yeah, I really hate Wings.
Yeah, like there was nothing good about it, you know. That had to be the false Paul, you know.
Like Band on the Run.
Yeah, dude.
I fucking hate that song. Like there's not many songs I hate more than that song.
Like, where do you come out? You know, where do you come off getting out of the Beatles and making such trash? You know, like, which means like somebody had to be writing their shit. You know.
Yeah, I subscribe to the CIA wrote all their music.
Well, it was the Tavistock Institute, right? I mean, which is theirs, I guess. I don't know. Am I 5?
Yeah, when I say CIA, I think it's all like a global thing.
Okay.
Like just the global intelligence community at large.
All right.
And I just say like CIA because I can't name them all.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All I know is like there's definitely a difference, and you know, being that you know we're former musicians or whatever, bro. I mean, you could tell there's something different, bro. You don't go that far. You know, nobody goes that far and makes trash that bad. You know.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the Beatles either.
Right.
They got some stuff I like.
Yeah, right.
I like the early kind of Beatles, like the rock and roll type stuff, but all the psychedelic shit, I can do without it.
Okay.
But yeah, but Paul McCartney and Wings is torturous. I can't hear it. Like there's some Beatles stuff I can tolerate, but nothing he's done since then on. I like that Michael Jackson bought all this shit from him. That's pretty awesome.
That he hipped him up to the game and then he turned the tables on him. Maybe fall had something to do with his death, bro.
Pretty good heel turn though.
Right. At least he told him.
I just screwed you.
But like, at least he told him, right? Like, he said, "Well, I'm gonna buy your music." He said, "Oh no, don't do that." I mean, in the end, dude, that's pretty much what kept him afloat, right? With all the shit he was going through.
What's that?
I mean, at the end, that's probably what kept him afloat, bro. Like, Michael Jackson, like, owning the rights to them.
Yeah. He had a lot of royalties and whatnot, for sure.
I don't know, man. What a wild shit. Speaking of wild shit, dude, like Kanye's been doing some crazy shit and stuff, dude. Did you hear the whole thing with him and Kardashian?
Nah.
So he started like putting out a bunch of tweets calling her freaking like her and her family like basically like they're trying to pimp out their daughter and that they turn out kids. You know, as a business.
Mm-hmm.
And that, you know, that he started getting texts, like, people started telling him, you better hide, bro, because, like, there's a lot of people living off the Kardashians. Like, you better go find a place you don't normally stay at. You know? He was, like, showing the texts and shit. I mean, do you think Kanye's gonna catch it, dude?
I don't know. Yeah, you're in a whole topic, pop culture topic. I have no opinions on.
Yeah, that much of a loose cannon, bro. I don't know. I mean, I guess his only saving grace is everybody knows he's crazy. You know.
I mean, I don't like his music. I don't find him particularly interesting.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think he did. I think he freaking like had a conversation with P Diddy, and then he was like talking to P Diddy while he was streaming on like one of the social platforms, and P Diddy thought that he was just calling them like I don't know, man. And supposedly like P Diddy's like running the joint because of like everybody still respects him for like his place in music or whatever. So I don't know. There's a bunch of crazy stuff going on, bro. Insane.
I guess.
I think I'm not sure if it was Indianapolis or Indiana. One of these places. I think that the House had overwhelmingly passed a bill that anybody diddled under 12 is now open for death penalty, which is like, you know, a long time coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally they don't do anything to them, and whoever like turns them in, you know, gets dealt with instead. But, so let's see how that turns out, you know. Hey, so what do y'all do in your time off, dude? You and the missus there.
I don't know. A couple times a year we'll just take like a short vacation and hang out for a week or something.
Okay.
We're kind of like way out, you know, east side or whatever. So it's kind of a drive to do anything that's awesome. So less and less. It just depends. It depends on how I'm working. We'll go out and do stuff in restaurants and shit like that.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Neither one of us really drink.
You're done with that, huh?
Yeah, I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
I did that year-long like strict keto and carnivore shit. And I quit drinking doing that, so. And then I've a couple of times had a couple of drinks. I was like, like 6 beers is like a lot of beer for me right now.
Okay.
Like turn myself into a lightweight somehow. And I have no tolerance for a hangover.
Yeah.
At this age, yeah.
Really? Well, that's good, bro. Well, I figure with all the working out too, you know, like why mess up with what you're, you know, you're working towards.
I'm kind of in this weird place where I need more calories to keep progressing with the like lifting and stuff, but I don't know. Like, how big do you want to get, or how strong do you want to get, or whatever? I'm not sure what the right answer for that is.
I mean, honestly, like, keep it strong, but don't get big, bro, because, you know, it just turns to fat eventually. So, you know, what's the point, right?
Nah, man, I'm on the test, man. Shit melts.
I mean, you can't be on it forever, can you?
Yeah. it's like a therapeutic level.
It didn't work out for a boy. Remember?
Who's that?
The recently deceased.
What was his dosage?
I don't know, bro. He probably stopped. He probably couldn't afford it.
Yeah. I don't think it was the testosterone supplement that he was getting either. Unless he was trying to keep his testosterone like 20,000 or something like that.
That fool was like booting Deca.
Yeah, he's on shit I've never even. I don't know what any of that shit is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to a little Asian guy who has a clinic.
Does he do acupuncture?
No, to get testosterone so I can not become a frail old man.
Yeah. So it leveled you out though, right? Because I remember like when you first started, like you said that it was messing with you, like as far as your temper and shit. Which is weird
Yeah,
because you never really had one.
the first clinic, like, so I take it like twice a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I take a certain amount a week, but it's divided into 2 doses.
Yeah.
But you could only get a whole week's dose, single shot from these people.
Okay.
The first clinic I went to.
Yeah.
And you'd feel like unstoppable for like 3 days. And then like by the time day 6 came along, it was about, their shots the next day, you're like feel all shitty and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like my problem. I started doing, research on it. Most people at least twice a week. Twice a week is like the
minimum.
Twice a week or more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, say you take like 190. Your number's 190. You take like 85. But it's just anyway. I don't think it's dangerous though. I mean, RFK does it.
No wonder.
Yeah,
he's just act for no cat. Yeah,
he's pretty open about it.
Yeah. Man, bro, I'm just like really bad with like keeping up with shit like that. You know, like I couldn't even keep up with my allergy shots. You know. I'd be like missing dosages and shit.
I dig structure, man. What can I say?
Oh yeah. All right, let me ask you this, bro. So, with that being said, like, what's your tiredness level? Like, let's say you're working during the week, you gotta get up and all that kind of shit. Like, are you tired or are you just like raw?
Well, I mean, I'm on shift work, so sometimes I have to get up super early, but then sometimes I work nights. So, I don't know.
Are there any days you lay around and you're just like, I just want to sleep?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do that.
Yeah.
Not usually.
My thing is, man, I wasn't sure if it had anything to do with like being a dad with a being up where I'm at and freaking with a 5-year-old. But bro, like, I've been enjoying a lot more sleep lately, brother. Like, if we could sleep, I'm down. And sometimes my body just tells me I need to sleep, man. Which is weird, man, because I never used to really, sleep like that.
My sleep is trash. That's probably what's gonna kill me.
Yeah, me too, bro. I hear that.
Like, sleep's a luxury item with shift work.
Oh my goodness.
Like, sometimes you just, like you said, it's like, all right, tomorrow I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had a day off in forever.
Right on. You're just gonna sleep, or what are you gonna, like, what's the plan?
No, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna get out, but I'm not gonna do anything that requires any effort.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, shit. Hey, man, I gotta jump off real quick.
No worries. All right, later, bro.
All right, later.
guys who like to support the stream, like, subscribe, comment, everything helps, and thank you for riding with the bros.